Hi everyone, I'm Roslyn and I'm here to share to you my K1 medical examination process. August 10, 2016, I checked in at Casa Bocobo Hotel and I paid 1,798 pesos because I need to be at ASLEC early in the morning. I will write down the link on my YouTube so that you can check it regarding Casa Bocobo Hotel. Okay, I will start the medical process. First day, August 11, 2016. I arrived outside as like 5:20 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. I entered the premises. The guard checked all my documents, which is the 2 copies of NBC letters, 1 appointment confirmation from U.S. Embassy, 1 appointment confirmation from ASLEC, 1 photocopy of passport bio page, 4 pieces 2x2 picture, and put your name at the back of it and your original passport. And then he gave me a number, which is number 19. 6:10 a.m. I start to line up. 6:25 a.m. at the reception for the screening. They get my requirements and I have a fingerprint, index finger, and they will took you a photo and ask your birthday and first and last menstruation, and also they will ask who is your petitioner. 6:30 a.m. I went to 5th floor for the payment, which is 11,300 pesos, and the cashier will tell you to proceed to 4th floor for the blood test laboratory. 6:35 at the 4th floor. I give the receipt to the receptionist and then I waited to call my name. So 6:45 a.m. blood test. I give my passport and do a index finger scan because they have a scanner there for the index finger, and then they will ask your first and last menstruation and they will tell you to proceed to the 3rd floor for the x-ray after the blood extraction. So 6:50 a.m. at the 3rd floor. I give my receipt to the receptionist and then they will give you forms and you will write the first and the last day of your menstruation, and you will write your name and the birthday, and after that you will wait to call your name. So 7:25 a.m. they called my name and then I gave the forms and also I gave my 4 months old x-ray film. Make sure that your x-ray film is 4 months old or prior because they will not accept the 3, 2, or 1 month old x-ray film. It should be 4 months and more. And the lady there asked me if I do have a TB history and I said no, I don't have. So she told me to sit down first and they will call my name to for me to go inside the x-ray room. So 7:40 a.m. they called my name and I get inside the x-ray room and asked my birth date and do the x-ray. Then after that the lady told me to go to the 2nd floor for the immunization interview. 8 a.m. immunization interview. The doctor asked my first and last menstruation, if I had a contact after my menstruation, if I had a TB history, I have a previous shots, where is my bakuna, if I had a major operation, if I am single or married. So after that, the doctor told me to go to the 5th floor. That is 8:25 a.m. I went to 5th floor and waiting to call my name for the vital sign and physical exam. So 8:36, they called my name and checked my weight, my BP, temperature, and eyesight test. So 10:30 a.m. physical exam. This part you need to be naked and wear a gown, a hospital gown. Okay. So I really don't know if all the doctors are very strict, but the doctor who's handling me, 100%, she is super duper strict, as in. I will tell you why. Okay, but first, I am number 15, and my room is, I think, room 7. So I get inside, and the doctor asked me questions, same like questions on immunization interview. But this time, I gave her my medical certificate from my surgeon, because I do have a past surgery before, and then I give her my dermatologist medical cert. So after all the questions, she asked me to wear my gown, the hospital gown, so I naked, and I wear the hospital gown. And then she touches my neck, and don't worry, the only thing that they will touch on you is your neck. So she touched it, and then after that, she asked me to lay down, and then she asked me to raise my both hands. So I raised it, and then she checked if I do have a scar. So from hands to wrist to shoulder, as in everything. She checked everything, my whole body, if I do have a scar. So that time, I have 2 bags, one shoulder bag and one handbag. So since I have a handbag, usually I have a mark on my skin because my bag is too heavy. The doctor asked me, because she thinks that I do have a scar on my left hand. So she told me, what is that? Is that a scar? And then I told her, no doc, it is not a scar. And then she keeps on insisting that the one that she saw on my hand is a scar. And then I told her, no doc, it is not a scar. Probably I get this on my bag because my bag is too heavy. That's why there is a mark on my hand. So she keeps on insisting that, no, touch it. Look, it is a scar. And then I told her, no doc, it is not a scar. And then she asked me, so where is your bag? And then I point my bag, and then I show it to her. And then so after that, she said, okay. And then after that, she checked my whole body. And then she saw another scar. Oh my God. This doctor is so strict when it comes to scars. And then she told me that, oh, so this one is a scar. Look, touch it. And then I told to her that, no, it is not a scar because I had a skin asthma, and sometimes my skin gets a marks on it, and then but it is not a scar. I told the doctor, my dermatologist informed me that when I'm taking my medicine, sometimes it gives me a mark on my skin. So after that, she checked my private part, but she did not touch it. And then that's it. So as for me, the doctors are very strict. As for my experience, they are very strict when it comes to scars. Why? Because automatically when you have a scar, they will ask you to go to the psychological test. You need to undergo psychological test for that. So I understand why they are so strict about that. Then after that, the doctor told me to go to the US counter. So I went to the US counter. That is 10:45 a.m. I went to the US counter, and then the nurse gave me the receipt, my receipt, and informed me to go back August 12 at 9 a.m. So second day, August 12, 2016, I arrived at us like around 7:15 a.m. So the guard asked my receipt, and I really waited what he will stamp on my receipt, because when he stamped laboratory, it means you will undergo for sputum. When he stamped go to counter A, it means you need to submit additional medical certificate, or they need some verification on you. But when they stamp immunization, second floor, it means you passed the medical exam. So he stamped immunization on my receipt, and then the guard told me, "Congrats, ma'am, you passed the medical exam." Once I heard that word, congrats, oh my goodness, tumalon talaga ako sa tuwa, as in. And I said, "Thank you, Lord, I passed the medical exam." And then the guard smiled at me and informed me to go to the second floor for the immunization. So 8:40 a.m. they called my name, and I signed 2 pages of paper, and then I take a seat again and waiting to call my name again. So 8:55 a.m. they called my name, and I went to the immunization room. And when it's my turn, the guy asked my first and last menstruation, and if I had a previous vaccines. And I told the guy that I do have a flu vaccines before, but I don't have a record, so probably it's not acceptable. So, and also I told the guy to be pleased, be gentle, because I'm really afraid of the syringe. And the guy told me, "Don't worry, mom, it is like a bite of a cockroach." What? A cockroach? So after that, he gives me 4 vaccinations: MMR, Tdap, varicella vaccine, and flu vaccine. After that, he told me to go to the ground floor for the releasing of the result. So 9:10 a.m. I go to the ground floor, and then they called my name and asked for my passport, and seated again to wait for my call. To call my name. Okay, and then 10 a.m. they called my name and asked verification, and informed me what to do to the documents that she will give it to me, and asked me to go to the 3rd floor to get my old x-ray film. So the lady gave me the CD, this CD, and also this envelope, do not open, and the vaccine forms. Don't forget to ask the lady or whoever assisted you what is the validity of your medical. So as for me, the validity of my medical is 6 months, until February 2017. And also, please don't forget. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there is a check. This one. There is a check on the box. U.S. vaccination requirements complete. So you need to check that box if there is a check mark on it, and if not, ask whoever assisted you why there is no a check on it, because I believe, as far as I know, upon research, other countries did not accept the vaccination paper without a check on a complete box. So better to clarify that and ask if ever there is no check mark on the box asked why there is no check on it. So that's it. So preparation. Okay, before the medical, others asked me what if they have a TB tuberculosis history, what documents they will give to the doctor. So as for me, I think St. Luke's is very strict when it comes to tuberculosis. Whether you are negative on the sputum and you what do you call this, you had a sputum test before your medical examination and it was negative, or you treated tuberculosis 6 months ago, I think SLEC is very strict on that, and they will ask you to go sputum. Okay, so as for me, 4 months prior on my medical, I went to St. Luke's Global to have my x-ray. So every year we have a annual medical checkup in my office. My x-ray was clear and I don't have a problem on it, but I want to be more confident. That's why I went to St. Luke's Global, and I think St. Luke's Global is sister company of St. Luke's Extension, and they have a same equipment for the x-ray. So I went there and the result was good. The lungs is clear. So that's the old film that I give it to the St. Luke's Extension. And I think you need to check your lungs if you are clear, but in case they see a spot or blurredness on your x-ray, automatic you will undergo for sputum test because they are so strict on that. I don't believe, I not totally I don't believe, but others said that you should not drink sterilized milk or any milk before your medical examination because that will cause the blurredness of your lungs. And others say that you should drink milk. So I really don't know which is true. But as for me, I drink sterilized milk, but I did not drink sterilized milk 3 days before my interview. I just drink water. So good luck to us, and I hope my interview on August 30 will be passed. I hope I passed the interview, and I hope I hope my video helped you in some point. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and I will answer it. Don't hesitate to ask, okay? So for now, ciao!